And you've scientifically proven that background noise influences people's taste and smell, that it kills our ability to distinguish various aspects of our tasting experience. So is this the reason why airplane food is so tasteless? And which food are suppressed and which are not up in the air? And how can airlines then make the food taste better?
So I think part of the problem in the airline is, in the airplanes, is about noise. And it's also probably about lowered cabin air pressure, dry air. There's really these three things together that cause the suppression of taste and flavor in what we eat and drink in the air. People have known about the dry air and the low cabin air pressure before, but what hasn't been brought to the fore is the impact of noise. And in an aeroplane, you get 80 to 85 decibels of engine noise, depending whereabouts in the plane you're sitting. And when we study that in the lab, and others have done this better than us, if you play 80 to 85 decibels of background noise, white noise or engine noise to participants, their ability to taste sweetness and saltiness is dramatically suppressed, but their ability to taste umami, that kind of mysterious fifth taste, proteinaceous taste from Japan originally, that is enhanced bizarrely. So it's not like noise just masks everything. At least in the airplane case, it seems to suppress some tastes while enhancing others. And that, on the one hand, that means that's partly why food tastes of so little in the air, partly why the meals have to add 20 to 30% more sugar and salt to the meals just to get the same taste experience in the air. And for us, when we started studying this, for a long time I've been interested in the sound of food and the background noise and music. When we started studying airplane noise, then we sort of made the prediction based on observation that the strange thing about being in an airplane is how many people order a tomato juice or a Bloody Mary. I don't mind them, but I don't really. The only time I ever order them is in the air. If you just watch the trolley coming down the airplane, it turns out there are 25% of people who fly who will only order a Bloody Mary in the air and never on the ground. So there's something interesting going on the why are people behaving that way. And it turns out, well, tomato juice and Bloody Marys have umami in spades from the tomatoes and also from the Worcester sauce. So it turns out to be one drink whose taste stands up to the noise of the air. And it's almost like people are self-medicating. They're picking the drink that it turns out does work well up there. And hence I think you can then spin that out in sort of interesting suggestions or applications. On the one hand, I think many airlines now, realizing how umami stands up to noise, are adjusting their menus, some quietly, others making announcing it, like British Airways with their umami forward menu of a few years ago. And also for me, I sort of wonder if umami is the taste that works in the air, why when you get your little tray of food, do they have you a salt sachet, a pepper sachet? Why aren't they giving you umami shake? Fifth taste mix. It seems to make complete sense that that's what you should be using for your seasoning in the air. And yet no one has done it yet for some bizarre reason. Maybe because of a long-standing memory of Chinese restaurant syndrome from the 1970s, when people used to think that MSG, the umami taste, was causing all sorts of problems.
Yeah, it definitely needs some innovation regarding the food.